What's up? It's your boy Fats. One day they transferred me from another penitentiary to another, and when I get there, like I said, this is my second time being in the penitentiary. I'm probably about 20 at this time. I come in there, and when I get to the room, the police buzz the door click, it open. I come in there, and when I come in there, the bunk bed right there, it's a mattress on the top right here, and the bottom bunk is kind of empty, and I'm like, damn, man, I'm like, shit, mostly everybody kind of, you know what I'm saying, take the bottom bunk. So I was like, man, hope this ain't gonna be no funny type of stuff. You know, this is going through my mind right here. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, some situations like that, people, you know, try to manipulate you and try to take your manhood. You might want to check out that video. He took his manhood sad. That way you can kind of understand the situation that I kind of felt at that time. But yeah, I'm sitting up in here, put my little my little stuff on the floor right here, taking it out the little cart, putting everything on the floor. So probably about 5 minutes later, you know, me going back and forth, looking out the little door right there in the day room right there to see if somebody was gonna come up in there so I could see what's kind of going on and stuff. So I'm putting my stuff up, you know, like just opening up my stuff, putting it in my locker, because my locker, I can put all my stuff up in my locker. I got a bunch of compensatory, so I'm filling all that stuff up, because when I was down there in Hutch, I was kind of doing little things and stuff. But yeah. So then probably about, like I said, probably about 5 minutes later, that's when, you know what I'm saying, this dude come up in there, and he was like, shit, what's going on with you, player, man? I was like, shit, man, what's up, man? I was like, shit, nothing, man. He was like, shit. When he came in, I'm like, damn, man, this dude's tall, man. You know what I'm saying? He probably had to be about 6'9", man, or somewhere around there, man. And he was tall. So I was like, shit, damn, man, what's up, man? He was like, shit, nothing, man. He was like, you can get the bottom bunk right there. I was like, shit, man, there ain't gonna be no funny type of stuff, is it? And he was like, nah, I ain't. He said, I ain't like that, man. He said, oh, you see I'm tall, man. I was like, shit, yeah, I can see that you tall, but shit, you still can get on the bottom bunk and stuff. And he was like, shit, but some of my feet be hanging over and stuff. And he was just going on and on about why he don't want to be on the bottom bunk and stuff. And I was like, shit, damn, man. I was like, then he finally said, man, I just got some little health issues going on with myself and stuff. And I was like, shit, all right, man, you know. So he was like, hey, man, but I'm about to let you go ahead and get settled in. I'm going to go down here, finish playing this little domino game, and I'm going to come back on up here and holler at you doing counting. I was like, shit, all right. So I got my stuff, put it on the bed, still thinking to myself, shit, man, I hope he ain't gonna be on no motherfucking funny ass stuff, you know. So he come back in right before count, probably about 30 minutes before count. He's like, shit, we got to fire up before they do count, because shit, once they do count, they might mess up count, and they might do it 3 or 4 times. So I was like, shit, all right. He was like, shit, fire up a little cigarette and stuff. So we sitting there talking and stuff, and I was like, shit, man, what's going on around here? So like, shit, what type of place is this, you know? He was like, shit, man, it's a cool institution, man. He said, but shit, it still be going down and stuff. And then I was like, shit, yeah. He's like, shit, where you just come from? I was like, shit, I just came from Hutch. He's like, shit, so like I said, you already know. Because everybody already know how Hutch is, you know. Hutch is a gladiator school. They fight 5 or 6 times a day. You might see a fight going on, and then, you know, shit, it could be something else, you know, a fight next 10 minutes. So shit, it can go down any given time down there in Hutch. But yeah, we sitting up in there talking and stuff, and he was like, shit, damn, man. He's like, shit. I was like, shit, I said, shit, let me hurry and run downstairs before they call count, you know what I'm saying, real quick. And he was like, shit, you can't do that. And I was like, shit, all right, man. He's like, shit, he said, you got to wait till after count, because they ain't gonna let you get no ice or nothing like that right before they call count. So I was like, shit, all right, man. So I was like, shit, I'll wait, man. So it count clear, and when count clear, it's time to go to child, so everybody's going to child. So I move on. I was like, should I get my little ice when I get back and stuff? So I go to child, eat my little food, come back, get my little ice chest, come back downstairs, put my little ice in my little ice cooler and stuff like that. So when I put my stuff in the ice cooler, that's when that dude BJ come up on me. He's like, shit, hey, Fats, man. He's like, shit, man, what's up, man? What you doing, man? I was like, shit, man, getting some ice and stuff. He was like, oh, for real? He was like, shit, what you gonna be doing later? You going out to the yard and stuff? I was like, shit, nah, I'm going here. Just peep out the little environment, see what's kind of going on around here. He was like, oh, that's real. He said, yeah, but you got to watch out for this motherfucking dude named Crawfish, because he's one of the motherfucking dudes that be trying to extort people and trying to think that he can bully certain type of people, the newcomers that come up in there. He's like, shit, but I'll talk to you about that. You know what I'm saying? Tonight when we lock down a little bit, we'll fill you in on how this motherfucker is around here. So I was like, shit. But when I was, like I said, I was turned around looking at him, and he had his back towards the dude that was behind him. But shit, I ain't know who it was. So then that's when he was like, shit, man, what the fuck you said? I heard what the fuck you said, Don't be telling people, my motherfucking business and stuff like that. So when they got to doing that right there, I hurry up and moved on, because I didn't want to get into no type of beef with nobody. I didn't want to, start anything type of ruckus or whatever that's going on with them, whatever going on with them, even though he was my roommate, you never know, getting involved with somebody quick, fast, and hurry could end up making you lose your life real fast. So I hurried up, went back to my room, boom, get up there to my room, look out the door. They down there still, going on, talking and stuff, like they arguing and stuff. So I go, like I said, I sit back on my bed waiting on him to come back in there. So then that's when he was like, shit, man, damn, man. He's like, shit, man, I ain't know he was behind me like that. And I was like, shit, I ain't either, because shit, I ain't even know the dude that you was talking about, And I'd have informed you that he was behind you if I'd have knew that, But shit, I ain't even know it, So he's like, damn, man, shit. Me and that motherfucker always be bumping heads, at any given time. I was like, shit, all for real? He was like, yeah, man. I was like, shit, damn, man. I was like, shit, man, I hope everything's gonna be all right, He's like, man, I ain't worried about that motherfucker. He said, shit, well, you need to be kind of watching him. He's one of the motherfucking type of persons that will kind of talk to you for a second and then try to, run some type of game on you after that. And I was like, oh, for real? He was like, yeah, man. I was like, damn, man. So I'm sitting up in there, I'm standing up, walking back and forth, looking out the door, making sure that, making sure that nobody come up running back up on the room, because shit, I don't know what the motherfuckers done did or whatever they was talking about. So shit, I'm just on my P's and Q's at this moment right now about everything, because shit, we new roommates. Shit, he got me on the bottom bunk. Now he got this little thing going on with this dude right here, and I'm trying to figure out shit like, damn, man, what the fuck is going on? What type of situation I'm getting myself into right now? I'm just thinking a lot of crazy thoughts is going through my head right now. So finally, I was just like, shit, hey, man, you for real, man? I ain't gonna be no funny shit going on. I ain't got to sleep with one eye, because shit, I don't want you, jumping off this motherfucking bed, trying to do something to me and stuff like that. He started laughing and stuff. He was like, man, get the fuck out of here, man. He's like, shit, man, I ain't no funny style ass motherfucker like that. He's like, shit, Fats, man, come on, man. I don't even know why you even think, shit, I'm even like that. He said, I told you I'm tall, man. And plus I got a lot of little health issues going on with me. I was like, shit, what type of health issues you got? He's like, shit, I got diabetes. He's like, shit, sometimes when I got to pee and stuff, when I sit up real fast, I kind of hit my head on the bunk because I'm kind of tall and stuff. I was like, oh, okay, now I'm kind of getting it, because when he jump up, he jump off the bed. I seen him do it a few times, like during the count time, that how he jumped off the bed. So I'm kind of understanding them now. I was like, shit, man, damn, man. I was like, shit, but let's get back on this motherfucking Crawfish. You know, man, you got to fill me in on him. He was like, man, shit. Like I said, man, I only probably been here about 2 months, you know. But shit, the way that he kind of moved around here, he kind of like, you know what I'm saying, think that he kind of running stuff around here like he's a shot caller. And I was like, he's a shot caller. I was like, shit, yeah. I was like, shit, I was thinking to myself, shit, I already done been to these type of motherfucking situations right here when it comes to certain stuff that people be doing up in there, because shit, I already know how, you know, the penitentiary kind of rolls and stuff, and how things, their rules apply to certain things when it comes to people up in there. So I'm sitting up in there like, shit, damn, man. I was like, shit, he's like that, you know what I'm saying, for real. Like, shit, you know, the next day I go to breakfast, and when I meet my breakfast, you know, like I said, I already done seen, you know, Crawfish and how he look, you know. He's short, kind of muscular, bald head like me, you know. Shit, all gold teeth. He got all his gold teeth, you know. I guess because he's from New Orleans or whatever. So I get to the child, I'm seeing him looking over at me, and I'm looking back at him, you know what I'm saying, like, damn, why keep fighting? I'm talking about the man was actually looking at me, you know. So I was like, shit, man, I hope he ain't one of the motherfucking predators or anything like that. I said, because, you know, BJ ain't told me if he kind of moved like that, you know. Because, you know, he just told me that he just be running type of games and think that he's like I said, the shot caller of the pod and stuff. So I'm looking at him, and I finally look back at him, and I kind of mean mug him, because shit, you know, you got to, you know, put your foot down when it comes to certain stuff up in there, because if you don't, people will try to run over you. So I'm looking back at him, you know, he turned his head, so I turn mine, I look back, you know. I go back to the pod. Like I said, I'm sitting in the day room scoping out everybody, you know, making sure that, you know, I don't get into the wrong crowd, whatever gang they going on with, making sure that I don't hang out with somebody kind of feminine or whatever, to get myself labeled as hanging out with somebody on that, you know what I'm saying, that little community or whatever. So I'm out there peeping out the pod and stuff. That's when that dude Crawfish come over there to me, you know, sit at the table with me. He was like, shit, what's up, New Jack? I was like, shit, what's going on with you, man? He was like, shit, nothing, man. He was like, shit, man, what's up with your celly, man? He was like, shit. I said, whatever he said to you, man, you ain't got to listen to him or whatever. And I was like, shit, man, he ain't said nothing to me. I said, shit, whatever you and him got going on ain't got nothing to do with me, you know. He was like, shit, what they call you, fats? And I was like, yep. I was like, shit, how you know? He was like, shit, I kind of know things around here, you know, for real, man. And I was like, shit, for real? He was like, shit, you just came from Hutch? And I was like, yep. He's like, shit, I know a few people that just came up in here. They kind of know you around here. And I was like, oh, for real? And I was like, shit, damn. I was like, shit, what they know me for? And he was like, shit, they just said that you was good people. You know, that's all they said, you know. I was like, shit, yeah, that's real, man. I was like, shit, I am good people, man. I said, I don't do no crazy stuff. I said, shit, yeah, I started off my time doing kind of stupid stuff, but shit, I realized, you know, after doing time, shit, that some of the stuff that I was doing wasn't right. So we sitting there talking, you know what I'm saying, going back and forth, you know. So then I get up, I go back to my cell. I'm sitting up in my cell. That's when BJ was like, shit, he jump off the bunker. When he jumped off like he was kind of mad or whatever. I was like, shit, you all right? And so he's like, nah, I just got to pee, man. I just got to pee. So I was like, shit, I get up, you know. So I got up and let him pee while I go to the door, because shit, I ain't want him peeing while my head was down there like that. Because sometimes he do it, you know, and I be kind of mad because shit, I feel like I'm being disrespected and stuff. So the next morning, like I said, I go to breakfast and stuff, do my normal stuff, peeping out the pod and stuff, you know. That's when Crawfish come back over at the table with me. He was like, shit, man, you know, he was like, shit, man, whatever your celly be telling you, whatever, you ain't got to listen to it or believe it or nothing. I was like, hey, Crawfish, I was like, man, BJ don't be saying nothing, you know what I'm saying, to me or about anything, you know. Me and him just real cool and stuff. And he was like, shit, are y'all, man? He's like, man, shit, you got to kind of watch him. I was like, shit, what you mean I gotta watch him? He said, man, he be having a lot of strange stuff going on around there. I was like, shit, whatever. I was like, shit, he be running fast and doing all type of strange stuff. And I was saying to myself, shit, you know what I'm saying, maybe he got something going on with his health or something like that, because shit, and maybe that could be the reason why he's doing whatever he's doing. And he was like, shit, man, maybe he could, maybe he can't. I was like, shit, you know what I'm saying, whatever's going on with him, like I said, you know what I'm saying, Crawfish ain't really got nothing to do with me, you know what I'm saying, at all. And he was like, shit, all right, man. He was like, shit, let me holler at you, you know what I'm saying? He said, I'm gonna come right back and I'm gonna kind of holler at you in a second, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, for real? He was like, yeah, just give me a few minutes. So he go up to his room and he come back out. And when he come back out, he come over to me. He's like, hey, man, you know, we're going to get something straight right motherfucking now. You know what I'm saying? I was like, shit, what you fuck you mean? So I stand up, you know. So when I stand up, you know, shit, you might want to watch part 2.